Hi guys, my name is Tatiana Medintsova and you are on my crochet channel. Today I will show you how to make such a big tiger, about 40 centimeters tall. Don't forget to be active, likes, comments, subscriptions. I also invite you to my Etsy shop who wants to thank me for the free tutorials here on YouTube, or make it easier for yourself to make this toy with detailed crochet pattern. The tiger turns out very cool, plush, and will be an excellent gift. So take a hook, yarn and crochet with me. Now I will crochet with this yarn, Premium Yarns Baby Love. This yarn is similar to Himalaya Dolphin Baby yarn. When I bought it, there was no Himalaya yarn in stock, and they offered me this alternative. This new yarn has 50 grams and 60 meters. In turn, Himalaya Dolphin Baby 100 grams, 120 meters. That is, they are practically the same yarn. There is a difference in color. Himalaya is a lighter yarn, and Premium Yarns Baby Love is the most saturated color. The tiger that is in the frame is made from this bright, saturated yarn. Yarn consumption: Premium Yarns Baby Love 4 skeins. If I used Himalaya Dolphin Baby yarn, 2 skeins. Premium Yarns Baby Love, color number 316. For the tiger I used a hook number 4. Overall the yarn is almost the same, but I still think this yarn is a little thinner. I thought so, but then I'll make a tiger from Himalaya Dolphin Baby, and then I'll be able to say for sure. I have 2 skeins of Himalaya Dolphin Baby yarn left. You can use any yarn for the toy. The toy will still turn out great. In addition to hook number 4, you will also need thick white thread for tightenings on the arms, legs and muzzle. Scissors, eyes 14 mm on a secure mount. Quite large ties, marker for stitches, and quite a bit of white and black plush yarn. Filler. Let's start making the tiger from the legs. I will attach a video for beginners in the upper right corner, where I show you in more detail and tell you how we crochet. So, if you are just starting to crochet, go check it out. We make a loop and 2 chain stitches, and in the first chain stitch we make 6 single crochets. So, I have made 2 chain stitches, and in the first stitch 6 single crochets. In the second row we make 6 increases. In each stitch there are 2 single crochets. The second row is ready. In the third row we make 12 increases. In each stitch there are 2 single crochets. At the end of the row there will be 24 single crochets. The third row is done. In the fourth row we make 1 single crochet and 1 increase, and do this until the end of the row. At the end of the row there will be 36 single crochets. Make 1 single crochet and place a marker. And 1 increase is 2, 3. 1 single crochet is 4 and 1 increase is 5, 6. And so on until the end of the row. We repeat the combination 1 single crochet and 1 increase. The fourth row is ready. In the fifth row we make 5 single crochets and 1 increase, and do this until the end of the row. At the end of the row there will be 42 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 increase is 6, 7. And we do this until the end of the row. The 5th row is ready. In the 6th row, we make 6 single crochets and 1 increase, and do this until the end of the row. At the end of the row, there will be 48 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1 increase is 7, 8, and so on until the end of the row. The 6th row is ready. In the 7th and 8th row, we make 48 single crochets in each row. We simply make 1 single crochet in each stitch. This is the big circle we have at the moment. Next we will make decreases. In the 9th row, we make 17 single crochets at the beginning of the row. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Now we make 6 decreases. If anyone needs it, I'll attach a video about the decreases in the upper right corner. Come in and take a look. Here is the first decrease, the second decrease, the third decrease, the fourth decrease, the fifth decrease, and the last 6 decreases. 6 decreases have been made. I want to warn those who crochet loosely. There are a lot of decreases in a row here, and in the next rows we will also make decreases here. Therefore, those who crochet loosely will have holes here. Therefore, try to crochet tighter. And now, until the end of the 9th row, we make 19 single crochets. In the 10th row, we make 17 single crochets at the beginning of the row. Rearrange the marker. We have reached our decreases. We make 3 decreases in a row. The first decrease, the second decrease, the third decrease, and 19 single crochets until the end of the 10th row. In the 11th row, we make 16 single crochets at the beginning of the row. Then we make 3 decreases, right here in the middle, and 17 single crochets to the end of the row. This is what the future paw of a tiger looks like now. In the 12th row, we make 15 single crochets at the beginning of the row. Here we make 3 decreases and 15 single crochets to the end of the row. The 12th row is ready. This is what crochet looks like. In the 13th row, we make 13 single crochets at the beginning of the row, 3 decreases, and 14 single crochets to the end of the row. This is what a tiger's legs should look like. Beauty! In the 14th row, we make 30 single crochets, no changes, 1 single crochet in each stitch. This is how beautiful it should turn out. In the 15th row, we make 3 single crochets and 1 decrease. We can do this 6 times just until the end of the row. At the end of the row, there will be 24 single crochets. We crochet the combination ourselves, 3 single crochets and 1 decrease to the end of the row. I have already done the 15th row. I want to show you that if you crochet tightly, there are no holes here on the front side of the leg. In the 16th row, we make 6 single crochets and 1 decrease and do this 3 times just until the end of the row. At the end of the row there will be 21 single crochets. This row is done. In the 17th row we make 5 single crochets and 1 decrease and do this 3 times. At the end of the row there will be 18 single crochets. The 17th row is done. From the 18th to the 33rd row inclusive, we make 18 single crochets in each row. We crochet without changes, without increases or decreases. I recommend adding filler to the finished part of the leg now, since it will be more difficult to do it later. We also add filler gradually as we crochet. This is what the part looks like with added filler. Now we crochet ourselves from the 17th to the 33rd row inclusive of 18 single crochets. I finished making the 33rd row, filler added. We just have to do the last row. In the 34th row, we make 1 single crochet and 1 decrease and do this 6 times. 1 single crochet and 1 decrease is the first time. 1 single crochet and 1 decrease is the second time. 1 single crochet and 1 decrease is the third time. 1 single crochet and 1 decrease is the fourth time. 1 single crochet and 1 decrease is the fifth time. 1 single crochet and 1 decrease is the sixth time. We make a slip stitch in the next stitch and cut the thread. There is no need to leave the large end of the thread. We hide the end of the thread inside. Then we will attach this leg to the tiger's body. Fold the top part in half and attach it. One leg for the tiger is almost ready, the second is done in exactly the same way. I'll show you right away how to make tightenings at the bottom. We take an ordinary needle and thread. I insert the needle at the bottom of the paw in the middle and come out at the top, also in the middle. We pull the thread along the outer part of the paw to the place where we went with the needle at the beginning. I'll show you on the finished paw, almost in the middle. Again, insert the hook almost into the middle, but closer to the edge of the paw, and pull out the needle at the same point. And tighten the thread well. One more time. I go with the needle from below into the same place, but I pull the needle out from the side, here. We always tighten the thread so that the tightening holds. Now we need to make a tightening on the side of the foot. We thread the thread several times to the same place. The tightening is done on this side. The finger on the tiger's paw is clearly visible. Now I again insert the needle from below into the central point and pull the needle out from the other side of the foot. We make the tightening through the same number of stitches as on the other side. We always tighten the thread so that the tightening holds its shape. Yeah, I like everything. We pull the thread several times to make a reliable and strong tightening. These are the tightenings that will be on my tiger's paw. Later, using black thread, I further decorate the paw when the tiger is completely ready. I thread the black thread along the places where I made the tightening. This is what a paw for a tiger should look like. Now we will make arms for the tiger. Let's start as usual, loop and 2 chain stitches, and in the first chain stitch we make 6 single crochets. In the second row we make 6 increases. In each stitch there are 2 single crochets. In the third row we make 1 single crochet and 1 increase, and do this 6 times, just until the end of the row. At the end of the row there will be 18 single crochets. In the fourth row we make 2 single crochets and 1 increase, and do this until the end of the row.
At the end of the row there will be 24 single crochets.
In the fifth row we make 3 single crochets and 1 increase, and do this until the end of the row. At the end of the row there will be 30 single crochets. In the 6th and 7th row we make 30 single crochets in each row. We crochet on our own what I told you. I too will now do what I told you and show you what should we get. This is what it should look like at the moment. In the 8th row we make 13 single crochets and 1 decrease, and do this 2 times. 1 single crochet is done, and I move the marker and continue further. I have already done the 8th row. I want to clarify, we make decreases 2 times, in the middle of the row and at the end of the row. In the 9th row we will make 12 single crochets and 1 decrease, then again 12 single crochets and 1 decrease. In the 10th row we make 11 single crochets and 1 decrease, and do this 2 times. In the 11th row we make 10 single crochets and 1 decrease, and do this 2 times. In the 12th row we make 9 single crochets and 1 decrease, and do this 2 times. In the 13th row we make 8 single crochets and 1 decrease, do this 2 times. In the 14th row 7 single crochets and 1 decrease, and do this 2 times.
In the 15th row we make 6 single crochets and 1 decrease, and do this 2 times.
In the 16th row we make 5 single crochets and 1 decrease, and do this 2 times. In general we do 2 decreases in each row ourselves. I will do this too and show you what we get. This is what the tiger's future arm should look like. Add filler and then crochet 9 rows without changes. From the 17th to the 25th row inclusive, we make 12 single crochets in each row. Let me explain. In the tiger, which we are doing now, I will crochet up to the 25th row inclusive.
In the finished tiger, the arm is crocheted up to the 27th row inclusive.
In this finished tiger, the body is 3 rows longer, and in our new tiger I want to reduce the number of rows, thereby shortening the body. I want to see what the toy would look like if the body will be a little smaller. So I reduce the number of rows in the arms.
Later, when we crochet the tiger's body, I will warn you that maybe someone will want to make just such a tiger.
I'll tell you where you need to add 3 rows. In this tutorial, I want to make the tiger a little differently so that the body is shorter. Accordingly, I also need to shorten my arms. I hope I explained clearly. For those who crochet a tiger like in this masterclass, we do it up to the 25th row inclusive. Anyone who wants to make a tiger like this, that is a little larger, crochets up to the 27th row inclusive of 12 single crochets. In the process of crocheting arms for the tiger, we add filler. This is what 25 completed rows look like. We make a slip stitch in the next stitch, cut the thread. I have already completely added the filler to my arm. We pull out, tighten the thread and hide the end of the thread inside. Now we'll make some tightenings on the tiger's arm. Take a regular needle and thread and insert the needle from below somewhere in the middle. We pull out the needle somewhere here. The thread must be held securely, so that a good tightening can be made. I really feel like I've inserted the needle right into the thread and the knot is holding well. We again pull the thread along the outside of the arm to a point at the bottom of the arm. We thread the thread along the outer part, tighten the thread, thereby making a tightening on the tiger's paw. We insert the needle into the same point at the bottom of the arm, but pull the needle out from the side. We thread the thread along the outside again and make the second tightening. The main thing is to always insert the needle into the same stitch. In this case, the tightening is neat. We repeat the operation several times. Now, through the tightening in the middle of the arm, I go to the other side of the paw to make the third tightening. Make sure that the number of stitches is the same on both sides. Tighten the thread well so that it does not dangle. I thread the thread along the outside of the paw and make the third tightening. I insert the needle at the bottom and pull the thread along the outside of the paw the second time. This is how beautiful it turns out. And one more time. Don't be afraid to hide the threads here. I'm tying a knot here, and later it will be hidden thanks to the black thread when we've completely finished decorating these tightenings. Black thread will hide everything. Securely fasten the thread and tie a knot. The thread can be cut. Now I'll show you how we make the final design of the arms with black thread. I use this plastic needle. There are also good blunt-tipped metal needles that work for this yarn. I don't tie knots at the end of this black yarn. I insert the needle where it works, in the upper part of the paw. We pull the needle into the tightening in the middle. I'll leave a small end on this side. I thread a black thread along our tightenings. The first tightening is completed. Now I thread the thread to the side tightening. I tighten the black thread, but not too much. For those who have questions about why you can't immediately make a tightening with black thread, I answer. The black thread can break easily if pulled. Therefore, I first tighten it with a good thick thread and then additionally decorate it with black thread. After the second tightening is formed, I thread the black thread to the third tightening. This is what the shaped tightenings on a tiger's paw look like. This will be the outer side of the tiger's arm. Now we will make the characteristic black stripes on the tiger's arm. Everyone makes stripes where you like best. Or you can watch what I am doing and just repeat. One stripe is done, and here I will make another black stripe. The thread also needs to be tightened so that it sinks a little in the arm. And you can make another third stripe on your arm. We always tighten the thread. It turns out so beautifully, a real tiger. After all the stripes are made, I pull the needle and thread to the very beginning, where this end of the thread is located. At the top of the arm, I inserted a needle into the same stitch so that the thread was hidden inside. Thanks to this, there will be no black thread on the outside. The black thread frays a lot. I use Yarnart Dolce yarn. I don't really like Yarnart Dolce yarn, so I don't crochet with it. Himalaya Dolphin Baby is the best yarn for me. We tie the two ends of the black thread into a knot. Now, using a hook, I pull the knot and the ends of the thread inside the tiger's paw. I insert the hook into the same stitch and pull the black thread inside. Additionally, I knitted it inside so that the thread got mixed up with the filler. This is how I managed to hide the black thread inside the tiger's arm. Absolutely nothing is visible. Now I have shown you how black stripes are made on the arms of a tiger. In the same way, black stripes are made all over the tiger. In the same way, we decorate the tightenings on the legs with black yarn and make stripes. In the next parts, I will show you how to make the tiger's body and all other parts. I expect feedback from you, likes, comments, subscription to my channel, and you are also welcome to my Etsy shop. Wish you all the best and see you soon!